She grabbed me by my arm and used my back to hit the wall hard. I dropped to the ground with tears in my eyes as my nightmares came alive once again. Just when I thought that I was finally in a place where I would not be a victim of bullying once again, Alexia. I calculated the time distance and instantly ran into the bathroom. I locked it to make sure that they wouldn't be able to get in, despite the fact that my hands were literally shaky and my heart was racing so fast. I wanted the ground to open up and swallow me because I didn't want to relive the experience. It was no lie that my roommates were hot guys that any girl would kill to be in my situation, but I honestly wasn't interested in such. I had just got out of a toxic relationship that landed me in the academy, and the last thing that I needed were 3 alphas on my case. It was at this point that I really wanted to change rooms or beg the goddess to touch the heart of Zach so I would be out of this hell that he had chosen to keep me in. I dropped to the ground, still panting heavily, thinking of what to possibly do. I had to ask my wolf for ideas. "Blair, are you there? Please, answer me." "Yes, I am," she answered with a voice shaky like she was terrified, just like me. That was one hell of a crazy experience, and I just wish that I can vanish from this place, to never return, I asserted. "Unfortunately, we can't do that. We have to be realistic," she pointed out. I rubbed my forehead and sighed. "I know, Blair. How long am I going to hide in here? Sooner or later, I am going to have a reason to come out, and they might repeat the same thing. I am sorry that you had to face such. It's already enough that Zach did us dirty, and now this?" she told me. "None of this is your fault. You don't need to apologize. I am just scared of the unknown dangers that would come my way if I keep staying here," I said. I would never be able to forget the way Tristan's frame had tightened with a raw, unrelieved primal need. A throbbing, gnawing discomfort that no one would wish to endure. Did I hold that much of an unignorable allure? I wasn't sure if I would be able to sleep well at night without one of them sneaking up on me to touch my body. I didn't feel comfortable despite the fact that they were attractive. They literally made my first night in this academy truly horrible, and I didn't think that I would be able to cope for long. I was stuck here and I did not like it. For goodness sake, why didn't they pair me to females instead? Why males? Alphas, for the matter. He had only one option left, and I knew Blair wasn't going to take it. "What's that?" I hesitated before answering her question, but I did anyways. "You don't want to know. Spit it out because you can never tell," she stated. "All right, you were the one who asked for it." I paused before continuing. Even I didn't want to do it because it would be like licking my own vomit with closed eyes, but desperation was slowly sucking me in so I could leave the academy. We would have to beg Zach and do whatever he wants as long as we are out of this place, or else we would be reduced to nothing more than a vessel for their unbridled primal urges, and trust me, it would be far worse than this. Are you serious right now? Alexia, can you hear yourself speak? Come on, we have a dignity to uphold. We have to carry ourselves with pride, not lose it. We would literally be a laughing stock to everybody, and I don't know about you, but it would haunt me for years. Please, think of something else because this one is ruled out, she told me in a strict tone. I thought as much that she would kick against it. Okay, if you say so. Any time that such silly thought enters your head, don't forget that he cheated on you, tried to claim you against your will, and even turned the tables around in his favor so you would be here. Try not to think too much, a solution would come sooner or later, she stated before disconnecting the link between us. I took off my clothes and turned on the shower so I could ease up with the flow of water on my body before heading out of the bathroom, but not without my heart thumping hard against my chest as I prayed that they wouldn't instigate such again. The loud noise from my room made me flinch from my sleep due to fear. I looked around with sweat dripping down my body, only to find Harold going through a transition. He let out a sharp groan as his bones cracked for his furs to come out, and my eyes widened in shock as I saw his claws escape from his paws as he shifted into his wolf form. From the way that he behaved, it was like a painful experience for him as his gray orbs turned into gold. I didn't take it as anything serious because I considered him to be harmless, not until his eyes darted towards me and started growling like he wanted to attack me. I slightly moved away in my bed when I noticed that he was focusing all of his attention on me like I was a meal that he was willing to devour or some hunter who wanted to shoot him. He jumped from his bed to mine in a bid to attack when Tristan grabbed him. He was truly struggling to tame Harold's wolf because it had gone wild. At this point, I was panting heavily because my life literally flashed in between my eyes for a second. Nathan had to give him an extra hand when he realized that Harold was indeed getting out of hand. They managed to drag him into the bathroom while he kept howling at me. They locked in there, and it was a serious battle against the door. At least they were kind enough to save me from turning into human barbecue. Concern was written all over their faces when they came to meet me, but I was smart enough not to fall for such tricks. Tristan sat on my bed and spoke up. "We are really sorry about that. I hope you are okay? Harold can be a serious case sometimes. It's good thing that he didn't harm her before we got a hold of him," Nathan added. Tristan shot him a glare. "You mean, I did because you weren't willing to assist in this episode of his? Obviously, I am not his babysitter," Nathan retorted. It seemed like they were about to make that much of an argument. I just took that as my cue to leave because I wasn't up for such. The moment that I hit the road, I instantly wished that I had not because I just happened to see Zach's car and it made a lump form in my throat. My chest was also aching like I was still in love with him, whereas that wasn't the case at all. The first thing that I did was to retreat in my steps before he would see me. I didn't want him to reopen fresh wounds again. I was about to turn around and run back to my dormitory when his voice halted my movement. "Alexia, come here," he ordered me in a strict tone. His guards were standing next to the car by now. If I dared to disobey, they would surely chase me or give me more punishment for ignoring the Alpha King. I gulped down my saliva and put on a weak smile so he wouldn't know that my life in the academy was far from fine, considering that one of my roommates almost killed me, if not for the intervention of the others. I knew that nobody would be able to save me from him. If not, I would have used the excuse that I was running late for my class. One of the guards opened the car door and I got in. I was welcomed by his scent that was now displeasing to my nostrils because of what he did in the past. He spent few seconds accessing me before leaving a remark. "It hasn't been 48 hours now and you are already looking pale." Pale? He had to be joking. Was it that obvious to the others? "Have you learned your lesson?" he inquired from me in a husky voice. What lesson exactly was he talking about? The fact that I caught him cheating and refused him from sleeping with me? He needed to point these things out, or else he seemed dumb and heartless to me. I still couldn't believe that out of everybody in the werewolf world, the goddess actually gave me this jerk as a mate. It was good that his true colors came into light. If not, I would have been deceived for a long time. Maybe I would have been kicked out of the royal family. I gave him a raised brow before questioning him. Lesson? The wrong justice was served to me. Exactly. If you had cooperated with me, you wouldn't be here. You know that I can easily bring you out of here and make your life normal again. All you have to do is humble yourself and admit the fact that you were wrong, he stated. Never, Blair responded as if he could hear her. Don't fall for his silly tricks, Alexia. Know your worth and prove to him that you can do great without him in your life. She told me just in case my head was no longer thinking straight. You and I are aware of the fact that I am innocent. So if there is anybody who owes me an apology, it would be you. I deadpanned. His jaws clenched and for a second, his wolf took control of him in anger, but I was not fazed since he had already done his worst to me unless he had plans of killing me. I was never going to beg for his mercy. I would rather suffer here. I hope that you have someone who will protect you in there because without me in your life, you are literally helpless, he told me. I fought the urge to scoff and he continued with his threats. Or else, in the next 2 years of your stay in this academy, I would make sure that it would be nothing but torture and a nightmare. What exactly did I do to him to warrant this wickedness? If there's anybody who should be thirsty for revenge, it would be me, but I have no interest in doing that. I had already left vengeance for the goddess to take over as she watched everything happen and she knew who the true culprit was. The right thing to do was not to say anything at all. I just kept mute, and it angered him even more. Get out of my car, he ordered me. Without hesitation, I reached out for the handle before I felt a heavy push on my back, causing me to hit the door with force. The guards outside the car opened it without my knowledge, and I was injured further as I fell on the ground. Bruises were all over my body, and blood was gushing out from my kneecap. I tried getting up from the ground, but it was like a heavy task to do. Ow! I winced in pain. I'm so sorry, Lexi. Blair apologized like it was her fault. My body hurts, Blair. Why does he have to treat me this way? I didn't even do anything this time around, I asserted. He's just angry that his pride got hurt. Just ignore him, she told me. I can't walk properly, Blair, I said. I was staggering and my body was hurting all over. She tried to take over, but it increased the pain. You would have to endure the pain for a minute, Alexia, she pleaded with me as I fell to the ground so I could shift. I felt like gripping the floor, but I couldn't. I opened my mouth to scream, but no sound was made. My bones were cracking, and my hands turned into a paw with my fingers to claws before I was fully in my wolf form. He bolted off to where my room was located so I could have some rest. We managed to get there, but nobody was in my room as they had all gone to class. I transformed back to my human self and started panting heavily on the ground because I didn't want to stain my bed. My mind drifted back to what had happened, and it made my heart ache as I vowed never to go back to my vomit. I would rather die in the hands of some angry alphas than to apologize to Alpha King Zach. Not in this life or the next. Never. I stared at my wounds that weren't healing at all, and it got me worried to what extent that I had injured. Even though Omegas had a slow healing rate, this one was bothering me. I touched the bruises and moaned out in pain. Ouch. Tears escaped my eyes because it was really unbearable. I clenched my jaw and shut my eyes, trying to hold myself back from crying when I heard footsteps in the room. I opened my eyes to find Harold right in front of me with concern written all over his face. He attempted touching me and I flinched, remembering what happened in the morning. He was the only one here, and fear embraced me even more because any attempt for him to have another episode, it would be a case of salt on my wounds because I was surely not going to survive it. How did you get injured? He questioned me. I avoided his eyes and acted as if he wasn't in the room. I wanted him to get the hint and return to wherever he was coming from. The tone of his voice became low at this point. Did I, by any chance, hurt you when I was shifting? I still chose to give him no response. He let out a sigh. I am sorry if I am responsible for this. I didn't mean to hurt you. You know what? Let me clean up your wounds. If only he had an idea of what happened. I didn't want him to feel guilty at all, but at the same time, I wasn't in the mood to speak. I just wanted to rest, and when I woke up, it would all be nothing but a nightmare. He stood up and went to his wardrobe before returning with a first aid box. At least he cared and wanted to own up to an action that he wasn't responsible for. If only Zach could be like this, my life would not have been this miserable. His eyes darted to where my neck was, and he gulped his saliva, which made his Adam's apple for some weird reason attractive to me. His right hand touched my neck and chills ran through my body, which wasn't ordinary. My eyes slowly widened as I was able to perceive his scent. Mate? No, it couldn't be possible. I didn't expect to find a replacement so soon, and with the way that he reacted, I could tell that he felt the mate bond as well. I was certain that he could hear how fast my heart was racing at this point, and I honestly wished that it would stop. I wasn't ready for another mate bond, especially since the last one damaged me so severely that I am scared that history would repeat itself all over again. I was not going to deny the fact that I was still grateful to the goddess for gifting Harold to me as a mate. I was just a helpless Omega, which she would sometimes have a little bit of mercy on me. For the second time, she gave me an alpha mate, but it seemed like he didn't want to be paired with an Omega because he awkwardly removed his hand from my neck and then cleared his throat. He wouldn't be able to keep up the act for long. He would surely acknowledge whatever we had going on despite the rush. I was expecting the goddess to give me a bit of time to heal properly, but maybe this was some sort of sign from her that I just couldn't comprehend. He might want Harold to fill the void in my life that Zach had created. That was if he was willing to do so. He didn't seem like the type that I was up for commitment and love. At the end of the day, it would just be another case of pain and torture. He came back to me and applied the ointment on my wounds without uttering a word at all, and I winced in pains. Sorry. You would have to endure the pain for this to work. If you had alpha blood in you, this would have been much more easier, he pointed out. I was definitely not going to be the one to bring the topic to the topic because he kept talking about everything other than things but the main deal. Whenever he was ready to talk about it, then I would be so too. Thank you. I mouthed with a weak smile after he was done. All good. Get some rest if you have no interest in going to class. He advised me before heading out of the room. How come he didn't want to hang around all of a sudden? If only I could change my room because I wouldn't be able to keep up with the tension for long. I would surely fold one way or the other. A sigh of frustration escaped me, and I got up to change so I could head to class, as I couldn't afford to stay idle. Also, if I wanted to leave this so-called academy, I would have to keep a good record in my attendance to class. I wore something simple, a baggy jean and big-size hoodie that covered my body from head to toe because I didn't want anybody to see my bruises and question me, that's if they cared at all. The rest of the day went really fast, and everybody acted like I was invisible. It was almost as if they were unaware of my background as the ex-mate of the Alpha King Zach. Why would they even care? After all, my sister is going to be the queen. She was the only person that mattered, not somebody from the past. I even liked it, for real, because in my previous school, no day passed without somebody bullying me. I would rather be ignored than to be bullied. It was a horrifying experience that I never wanted to go through again. Hopefully, nobody bullies me because they have a thing for Harold. I would not even hesitate to reject him because I value my peace and sanity more than anything. I would rather dine with loneliness. Classes were finally over and I was heading back to my room to get enough rest, which I have been lacking since the previous incident when Jess, the girl whom I remembered to be Nathan's girlfriend or side chick, blocked my path with a scowl on her face. Began to wonder why she felt disgusted by my sight. I couldn't even remember having a conversation with her or something. I didn't even involve myself with Nathan, or could she be liking Harold already? No, it was not possible because no words were spoken about our mate bond, as we only felt it. Good evening, Jess. Is everything okay? You don't look so good. I greeted her and also stated politely. Her eyes trailed down from my head to my toes and then back again before releasing a long hiss that still confused me. So, this thing, you are the reason why he left me, huh? I furrowed my eyebrows at her. Who's he? Her eyes shone in anger before narrowing them at me. Don't play dumb with me. You know very well who I am talking about, Alpha Nathan of Lockhart Pack. Okay, so what did it have to do with me? I am sorry to say this, but I honestly have no idea what you are talking about. He left you for me? Why? I barely even know him and we haven't sparked any connection, so what are you talking about? I thought he was yours, I said. Well, not anymore. You just decided to show up from nowhere, and then, boom, you snatched him away from me with your evil claws. You know, when I first saw you, I didn't really consider you as a threat to my relationship because of your innocent looks, but sometimes, I forget that your type are usually the devilish ones. Homewrecker, Nathan told me that he has lost interest in me because you are now in the picture. As a matter of fact, he asked you and you accepted without hesitation. I mean, are you that cheap? She fired at me. Words failed to come out of my mouth because I was really too stunned to speak because she couldn't be serious. This whole thing had to be a welcome prank or something because I was not going to take it lightly with them at all. Excuse me, Nathan is lying to you. We aren't that close. I have only known for like a day and I just got out of a fucked up relationship. How do you expect me to jump right into another? I questioned her in annoyance. I don't know. Save your lousy explanation because I don't want to hear it. If there's anything that I know my Nathan for is pure honesty, I am sure that you lured him into your nest. She paused before moving close to me and yanking my hair with force. Ow. Let go of my hair, I winced. I tried to push her off, but she was way stronger than I thought. She grabbed me by my arm and used my back to hit the wall hard. I dropped to the ground with tears in my eyes as my nightmares came alive once again. Just when I thought that I was finally in a place where I would not be a victim of bullying once again, my stupid roommate just had to create unnecessary problems for me. Why would he even lie? Didn't he have enough balls to just break up with her without dragging me into their silly mess? I mean, I just arrived here and he decided to show no mercy on me. I was surely going to make him pay for bringing this suffering on me when I didn't even deserve it all. She pulled me up from the floor by my hood, and her palms made contact with my face in a resounding slap that filled the air. Stop hitting me. I didn't do anything. I promise. I cried. She didn't listen. Instead, she pulled my hair even harder, causing my head to ache. Now, listen to me very good. If you want this academy to be peaceful for you, I would advise that you stay away from what's mine. Nathan is someone that I don't play with, and I am not going to let some wretch have him all to herself. whatever silly relationship that you have planned out for him, whether private or open. I want you to end it because if you don't, I bet that you would not even want to find out." She began her threatful statement with a whisper before ending it with a yell that nearly damaged my eardrum because of how close she was to me. This is also a gentle reminder that guys like Nathan or Harold or even Tristan would never mix with girls like you. You were only fortunate enough to be their roommates. So many girls would die to have such luck. They are big, bad alphas, and you are nothing but an omega. They only blend with beta girls or alpha princesses or lichen princesses or even a gamma. That delusional dream of yours should come to an end. It's better to end things now than for them to do it because you would surely lose your will to live. She told me. The advice that she gave just made it clear to me that Harold and I were never going to work. For a moment, I almost forgot that we were still talking about Nathan here. "Have I made myself clear?" she yelled, and I flinched with a nod. "Good, now get lost and do what I have asked you to do. I would be waiting for a positive response from Nathan, or else you would surely be in trouble. It's your choice to make now," she said, before leaving with a deadly glare that was shot at me last minute. I ran straight to my dorm, wiping my tears along the way. I opened my door to find the devil dining with his fellow demon, and I couldn't help but glare daggers at him. I was very certain that he was aware of what he had done, but Tristan had a concerned look on his face when he saw mine. He stood up from his bed and came to where I stood. "Did you have a tough day in school? You seem stressed out, and are those tears on your face?" My eyes locked with his eyes and then darted away as I ignored him and walked away from the door to where Nathan was. "Don't bother our princess with question. I know exactly why she had a bad day. I watched the video of the fight that just happened between her and that crazy bitch, Jess." Nathan finally spoke up. I stood fixed to the ground and folded my arms in surprise as I pondered over the thought of Nathan actually plotting the whole thing. There was a fight and I didn't know about it. Let me see. Tristan requested and Nathan did just that. I honestly had one question for Alpha Nathan, and he was definitely going to provide a logical answer for me today, or he might just lose his peace to an Omega. If he was the one who set this whole thing up, he would have been remorseful about it, but he deliberately acted nonchalant, despite seeing the bruises on my body. Could this day get any worse? It first began with Harold almost chopping my head off to my ex-boyfriend pushing me out of his car, and then my roommate's dumped chick attacking me for a thing that had nothing to do with me. And I realized that standing fixed to the ground and glaring at him was not going to work. I had to make use of words. I cleared my throat and questioned him in a very straightforward manner that he would have no excuse of misunderstanding me. "Did you by any chance give a fake reason to Jess for your breakup?" He responded with no hesitation, just the way I liked it. "Yes, I did." I furrowed my brow at him. "Well, why did you do that? You literally dragged me into the mud and I just got here. Was that your whole welcome plan to this academy? I don't even care. I want you to call her right away and tell her the truth. You are also going to clean up these wounds." I really had a long day and it was awful, I stated, but he still didn't care. He shrugged his shoulders. "How was I supposed to know that you wouldn't be able to defend yourself? I mean, come on. You were dating the Alpha King. He must have trained you at some point, but it appears to me that you were busy enjoying his towering presence instead of learning how to fight." His words made Tristan burst into laughter and they bumped their fists together like some bro thing that truly pissed me off. "I never had sex with him. As a matter of fact, I am a virgin. You barely know me and you are already insinuating rubbish. No wonder you are here. If you are like this, I wonder how the pack members of Lockhart Pack would be." I wasn't going to call him the king of mischief, but he really crossed the line on this one and I would make sure that he clears the air. He stood up from his bed with a frown plastered on his face. "Apologize for what you just said." I stared at him with disbelief before scoffing. "Are you being serious? You found my words offensive when you literally just tagged me as a slut. Not only that, you made your bitch bully me. How about you be the first to apologize because I am the victim here, not you? You were the perfect person to use as a tool to get rid of her, so why not? I didn't know that Jess would hide her insecurity by bullying you." He still went ahead to defend himself without acknowledging the fact that he was wrong. "If you don't have the guts to dump a girl after sex, learn it. Instead of causing chaos, it seems like your stay in this academy hasn't led to any character development on your side. Maybe I would be the one to teach you, I stated, not caring if my words would anger him. If I were you, Alexia, I would watch the things that I say. Tristan warned me in a strict tone. All of a sudden, he wasn't in his playful mode. As if I cared about that. Stay out of this, Tristan. This is between Nathan and I deadpanned. Are you saying that I don't have the right to speak or what? He inquired from me in annoyance. My eyes shone at him for more emphasis in case his brain was so daft not to understand. Yes, as for you, Nathan, I want you to call her right now and tell her that there's nothing going on between us. There can never be a thing in the future or even in the next life. You are such an asshole, I ordered him in fury. He folded his arms and then looked at Tristan. She has some guts, though. He chuckled before locking eyes with me again. One thing that I don't tolerate and hate with passion is disrespect, especially when it's from someone who belongs to the lower rank. Don't forget that I am still an alpha and you are nothing but an omega. I cut him short before he could finish. Good. And Jess is a beta, so please be with her. I didn't disrespect. I am only in this angry state because you dragged me into it. For crying out loud, Nate. There are bruises on my body, just spill the truth and save us the drama. I am trying to avoid it. You can say whatever you like. You have a mouth for a reason, but just not to me. I am going to teach you a lesson for not respecting me today. He deadpanned. If it was a joke, then he would have to stop it. Was he so blind to the fact that he did me dirty? I have the perfect punishment for her. Tristan chimed in when nobody asked him to. I had the sudden urge to roll my eyes and then run away because every event just kept getting worse. Tell me about it. Last night, she managed to escape it, but there would be no way out now. We should strip her, he suggested. I stepped back as my eyes popped open and then my mouth dropped as the haunted memories of last night flooded my mind. That's a good idea, Tristan. Thinking smart and naughty. For a minute, I thought that Nathan would be mature enough to decline, but he didn't, as the smirk displayed on his face said it all. Tristan grabbed me and Nathan stepped closer to me, causing me to be in between them. My heart was racing and my breathing became heavy as well as beads of sweat dripping down my face. Nathan lifted my chin up so I could stare into his wicked eyes. If you're so desperate to get that call to Jess made, you'll have to please me until I'm completely spent, every last trace of my desire spilled across your skin. He dipped his thumb into my mouth for me to suck it. I struggled to free myself, but my hands were behind my back and Tristan's grip was so tight. Your mouth is warm and soft, a perfect cradle for the fire that rages in me, he uttered in a husky tone. I won't be doing any of that. I deadpanned and he smirked. If the situation got out of hand, I would surely turn the tables on him for molestation, and we would see who would be crying. Just wait and see what I will do to both of you. You think that you are the only one who can tell lies? I will create a bigger one that will destroy your reputation in this academy for good. I threatened him. His face turned pale for a second before snickering. Wow, I am so scared of that. Sarcasm was audible in his tone and I felt like striking him where it would cripple his arrogance, to shut that smart mouth of his for good. He turned around and walked over to his bed. He grabbed his phone and then came back to me. So many things were running through my head over what his move was. I watched as he dialed an unknown number and it made me panic. Let go of me, Tristan, I screamed and he instantly covered my mouth. I was about to kick him when he tore my shirt into pieces, causing my cleavage to show. Nathan's honey eyes turned gold with lust as he licked his lips. Tristan groped my breast hard and it made me moan. I didn't like the fact that this was happening, but I haven't been touched in a while. Stop! I cried out, but they didn't listen. Nathan kept recording what was going on while Tristan played with my breast and then groaned out, "Fuck, it's so soft, so yielding under my hands." Take off her bra, I want to see the whole package, Nathan ordered as he devoured me with his gaze, every inch of me laid bare to his hungry eyes. Give me back my shirt, I yelled at them, but Nathan moved it away from me. Tristan was about to unhook my bra when the voice of Harold distracted him. He stepped away from me as a confused-looking Harold questioned them. What the actual fuck is going on here? Your mate just saw you being touched by other guys, Blair reminded me. If my heart was beating fast before, I wasn't sure that I would be able to describe my current state, but I was scared that he would misunderstand the whole situation and think that I was cheating on him. I was too ashamed to speak even though I was innocent. Our lovely roommate was being generous by letting us play with her boobs. Tristan answered him. You should come and have a watch. I promise that it is so worth it, he offered. Harold had a scowl on his face. I knew that the only thing that he could feel for me at this point was nothing but disdain. I have no interest in sluts who amuse others when she clearly has a mate bond with someone else. He directed the statement to me, and it shattered my heart. I instantly defended myself. It's nothing like that, Harold. It's not what you think. They were the ones who... He placed his palm in front of him to shun me. I honestly don't want to hear it. Both Nathan and Tristan were lost over what was going on, and I was not going to explain anything to them. He walked out of the room, and I attempted running after him with tears in my eyes. Harold, wait. Nathan pulled me back with force into his arms. Where do you think that you are going? We are not done. He held my face and brushed his lips against mine. My eyes widened as my wolf yelled something to me. Nathan is our mate. Was this a game or what? At first, she said that it was Harold, now Nathan. Was it possible to have two mates? Nope, I rejected. I would not be able to handle this love triangle at all because Harold was already acting jealous, and as for Nathan, he was beginning to act all possessive when I didn't belong to him. No, he's not. The goddess must have a mistake somewhere. I countered her statement. Believe it or not, but you share a mate bond with him as well. She stood on her ground. He stepped back and blinked rapidly as he was trying to process everything. His behavior alone confirmed that he felt the mate bond as well, and Blair wasn't wrong at all. I lowered my head and avoided his eyes, still covering my body with my hands because they refused to hand me my shirt back. Tristan, give her shirt back, he ordered in a flat tone. Tristan did so with no hesitation, and the moment that I grabbed it from him with force, I bolted off to my bathroom with my hands on my chest, breathing heavily. Everything was happening so fast in one day, and it was too much to take in. There had to be a mistake somewhere, or a prank, maybe. Blair, I don't know if you are sexually frustrated or something, but you can't keep referring to every handsome and hot guy as our mate. It's getting annoying. Pick one and stick to it like every other normal she-wolf. At this point, I am beginning to question if Zach was really my mate or something. I fired at her. Can you calm down a bit and stop acting like this whole thing is my fault? I am not just doing it randomly. If not, you would haven't felt the mate bond with them. She tried to point it out, but I had already blocked my ears out. It is honestly not decided by me. It is all controlled by the goddess, remember? She went further to speak while waiting for my response. I paced back and forth in the bathroom while trying to look for ways to get myself out of this mess that both my mate and the goddess had created for me. This whole thing is driving me crazy. I wish they hadn't brought me to this academy. I would not have to go through all this rubbish. I am so confused right now, I asserted in frustration. It will be sorted out. Just take it one at a time, she advised. What do you mean? I inquired from her. I didn't even let her answer before I did so myself. I know what I will do. Harold would be the first person that I would speak to. What about Nathan? He's your mate as well, she asked me. I shunned her almost immediately. I don't want to hear it. I can't take our mate bond serious until it has been confirmed, and by the way, I don't want to be with someone who doesn't respect me. It was hard to believe that my wolf actually wanted me to settle for a guy who would lie to make me suffer. There was no way that she was going to convince me, but Nathan was not the one for me. If care wasn't taken, I would be forced to reject him, or he should even do it. After all, he's fond of kicking people out of his life. I would just have to wait till it's my turn. It's really important that you do so. I know that he made you upset, but this misunderstanding can be settled, she pleaded on his behalf. Drop it, okay? We are actually talking about the guy that ripped my shirt off and recorded Tristan's wandering hands on my bare bosom. I deadpanned. Why are you acting like you didn't let out a breath that burned the air when he touched you? I could imagine the smirk on her face, and I shook my head, avoiding the chills that came along with it. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I am going to look for Harold, I stated before disconnecting the link between us. I came out of the bathroom and left the room with no words exchanged. I literally toured round the school while hoping that I do not bump into Jess again because I would not be able to handle her. After many minutes of my search, I finally found him sitting by the side of the lake, alone. I heaved a sigh of relief as my feet were glued to the ground, unsure of whether or not to approach him. I started to realize that I was more drawn to his scent than that of Nathan. He had to be the one, but after everything that he witnessed in the room, I doubt that he would ever think of accepting me to his Luna Queen. "What do you want, Alexia?" he questioned me without turning back to spare me a glance when he sensed my presence. "Can we please talk about what happened earlier?" I requested, politely in a low tone, hoping for a positive response. "No, I have no interest in such," he stated. I summoned courage and walked up to where he sat down. I joined him and stared at the calm lake, wishing that my life would be just like that as well. "Why? Whatever Tristan told you was a big lie. I would never be a toy to guys that aren't my mates. It was against my will. I wish that you were there from the beginning," I pointed out. "I have known those guys for the longest, and you think that I would believe a stranger over them?" He shot back at me. "It's nothing like that. You have to believe me. Trust is needed in a relationship," I uttered. A scoff was released from him. "Relationship? What relationship are you talking about? It's non-existent." His words broke my heart, and I was certain that he was aware of the damages that he was about to cause. Our mate bond. "Look, Alexia, or whatever your name is called, I don't care who the hell you are, and whatever I saw in that room doesn't concern me one bit. I am mad because of something else entirely. Don't play yourself. You are not that important to me that I would be getting myself worked up over," he declared. Words failed to escape my dry mouth at this point. Only my racing, shattered heart could be heard. My first mate gaslighted me into thinking that he genuinely liked me, and as for the second, he got the wrong impression of me, or maybe he's just naturally nonchalant about me. "Are you going to reject me now, or?" I questioned him with a shaky voice as a lump formed in my throat, waiting for his response. "Listen, I just want to be left alone. Don't bother me with this silly mate bond thing. I got no business to do with it. You can go seek intimate entanglement with some other guy. After all, Tristan and Nathan has already seen half of it. What's left to even call my own? Just go away, please." He pursued me. I had to fight back the tears that were struggling to drip down my face. I wasn't going to let him see my vulnerable side. Just yet. "Okay," I said, and stood up to take my leave. He had already decided to take himself out of the picture, and it was okay. I just had one last person on my list as I headed back to the dormitory. I found him outside waiting for me. He quickly asked of my whereabouts in a strict tone. "Where have you been? Why do you care? I am not your girlfriend," I stated. "Yeah, right. Act like you didn't feel the mate bond between us," he remarked. I chuckled and shook my head while putting up this fake front that I didn't care. "Read my lips, Nathan. It means nothing to me. I am not going to be with somebody like you. Not in this life or the next. In fact, I would not mind rejecting you right here and now." His face formed into a glare as he stepped closer to me and grabbed me by my waist. "All this statement is a waste because I don't give a damn. Just because I used you as an object to get rid of my last bitch, it doesn't mean that I actually like you. The goddess must have misunderstood the whole situation, and I am going to set things straight with you. The feeling is very much mutual. Now, let me make it clear to you. Let this be the first and the last time that you would ever think of ordering me again, because I won't tolerate such next time. I am an alpha, and nobody dares to boss me around, especially an omega who has been rejected by her first mate. I might be your second." He deadpanned with zero emotions in his eyes. When he finally removed his hand from my waist, I staggered back and fell to the ground with the realization that none of my alpha mates actually wanted me. For real. Was I cursed or what? Goddess would first give me a mate way out of my league, and then I would get excited and actually believe that I am blessed to be her favorite. Then she would snatch them away from me with no remorse whatsoever. It was clear that she was playing games at this point. He walked out on me, mumbling some words, and I was still stuck in my position, not wanting to get up at all. "I hope you heard everything that happened. We are back to square one with no mate, all alone again. It is high time that we focus on ourselves, and if you can, tell the goddess that I don't want any more mates if she's going to block their hearts against me." I told my wolf, "Come on, Alexia. Look at the bright side of this situation. None of them rejected you. Until they pronounce the rejection upon us, we still have hope that the goddess would touch their hearts. Don't forget that they are in this academy for a reason. They were once stubborn and cold-hearted. They are still in the healing process, and you don't expect them to just accept a mate like that. Maybe they think the numerous flaws that they have would block people from liking them. She supported them and also tried to convince me. I doubt that Nathan would ever agree to the fact that he had flaws because in his own eyes, he was perfect and needed to get out of this academy. You are really being delusional, Blair, and it's not good for you. Let go. We aren't bound to have a permanent mate. They are all temporary. I stated before breaking the connection between us, not giving her a chance to respond.